Well, good morning, East Alabama, West Georgia. Dr. Don in here with you. The quick weather update on what's taking place out there now and what we think is going to happen later on today. It's, we'll call it 11:32 p.m. on the central side of the time zone on January 12th, 2024. Taking a look at the Storm Prediction Center convective outlook for today, you'll see that enhanced risk is over there across northern Mississippi up in the northwest Alabama. The remainder of Alabama and Georgia, northwest Florida, up into the Carolinas under a slight risk for severe weather today. We have had ongoing severe weather in Mississippi, but those storms are beginning to calm down. We'll show you that on radar here in just a few moments. First, I wanted to show you a few more pieces of information here, and we'll start with the severe possibilities for today. You can see the timing there for the state of Alabama, basically right now through about 2 p.m. for central Alabama, and then between about 1 and 4 p.m. this afternoon for East Alabama and West Georgia. That would be 2 to 5 over on the Georgia side of things. But you can see that just a slight risk. That's a level 2 out of 5. Quite honestly, I think the biggest threat today and this afternoon is going to be gusty non-thunderstorm winds that may bring down a few trees that could cause some power outages. At the moment, we're not looking at a significant amount of severe weather out there. And here's the wind profile for today. I mean, the highest expected wind gust across East Alabama. We're looking at 38 miles per hour in Alexander City, 40 down there in Auburn, maybe 43 back over Chilton County, 52 up there in the higher elevations of Mount Cheahaw up near Anniston. And then across the rest of East Alabama and West Georgia, 25, 30 mile per hour wind gust from time to time with sustained winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Let's go ahead and take a look at the current radar so we can show you where the rain is. And you see right there, we have a couple of special weather statements that have been issued by the National Weather Service out of Birmingham. A special weather statement up there around Coleman, and then back down to just west of Gadsden, and then the greater Birmingham area under a special weather statement as well. But here's the good thing. You see no severe weather watches or warnings anywhere in the state of Alabama at this hour, nowhere in the state of Georgia either. Again, we did have multiple severe thunderstorm and tornado warnings earlier today as this storm system lifted out of Arkansas into Mississippi, and there is some damage over there from some really strong thunderstorms. But you got to understand that weather makeup over there in Mississippi, northern Mississippi, the dew points were much higher. If you'll look on the screen, you'll see that red line that stretches down through Mississippi. That's the warm front. And northern Mississippi was encompassed by that warm front when the cold front itself started moving in earlier today. That warm front's just not moving any further to the northeast. I mean, it may move another 50 or 60 miles, but you can see all the convection is outrunning that cold front. Outrunning the warm front. So it's over here in air that's much more stable. It's been rain-soaked, and it's cool. It's been raining all morning long in some locations. So that's really brought the instability level at the surface down to almost zero. That's why we're not seeing severe storms form across central Alabama. Now, down here in southeast Alabama, and we're talking south of the Auburn-Opelika area down to Dothan, maybe back over to Andalusia, and then back over toward Albany. This area is kind of untapped. I mean, we haven't seen a whole lot of rain down here this morning. So we're going to kind of watch this and see how it plays out once these storms that are forming in southwest Alabama make it over into southeast Alabama. I don't anticipate major severe weather down here either, but if there's going to be strong storms, this is most likely where they would be in Alabama and in Georgia. You folks up here in East Alabama, Atlanta Metro, up in North Georgia, it's just too cool outside, and the warm front's way back over extreme southwest Alabama, and it's not moving very quickly, so the opportunity for severe weather development is not zero anywhere across Alabama and Georgia, but it just doesn't look likely with this particular event. So I just kind of want to jump in here and bring you up to date on what's going on. At the moment, no severe weather warnings or watches for any part of the southeastern United States, period, at the moment. We do have a handful of special weather statements for north central Alabama and a couple of special weather statements up there near Cleveland, Tennessee, in the eastern side of Tennessee. We'll watch this as the day progresses, and if things do change, then we'll come back and bring you up to date a little later on. Big buzzword now is going to be the S word for the possibility of some frozen winter precipitation as we get into Monday night and Tuesday. We'll have a whole lot more on that after we get finished with today's event. We'll start really fine-tuning in on that possibility tomorrow morning when we do our early morning primetime forecast here on Dr. Don's Weather. Thank you for joining us for this severe weather update on Dr. Don's Weather.